She said it right in front of him. She didn't even lower her voice. She just looked at my son, sweat dripping down his temples after 3 hours of mowing her overgrown backyard, and spat it out like we were nothing. Like he was nothing. You people always want something. You're not my real grandson. He stood there blinking, still holding the folded letter he never got to hand her. I didn't say anything. That was the last time he mowed her lawn. The next morning, a letter from the HOA slid under my front door. Accusation, harassment of an elderly resident. The complaint had been filed by none other than Carol Whitman, my ex-mother-in-law. I read it over coffee, quietly, calmly. By that evening, I was downstairs in the storage room with a portable hard drive and a thumb drive labeled, just in case. The thing about staying quiet for too long is that people mistake it for weakness. I let them. Carol used to love me back when her daughter and I were playing house and pretending the cracks weren't deepening every year. I painted their porch, installed their security cameras, fixed her husband's walker when it got jammed. She used to bake me those molasses cookies and say I was the only man who ever made her daughter feel safe. Then the divorce hit, and suddenly I wasn't a person anymore. I was a shadow, an inconvenience, a reminder that her daughter couldn't keep a man and that their perfect image had fractures. But my son never changed. He kept showing up, mowing her yard without being asked, picking up groceries for them, walking Grandpa Whitman back home when he wandered too far. He believed they loved him the way he loved them, until that one sentence gutted him. I didn't sleep the night after the HOA letter arrived. Not because I was angry, I'd passed anger a long time ago. I couldn't sleep because I was thinking, replaying years of silence, cataloging every act they thought I didn't notice. I remembered the surveillance cameras I installed. 2 at the front porch, 1 at the back, still wired into their router, still storing footage to a remote backup I set up on my own cloud back when they trusted me. I pulled it all. 9 months of footage. Clips of Carol screaming at the delivery guy, tossing a package into the neighbor's yard. That one moment her car nicked a kid's bike and she didn't stop. I timestamped them, organized them, labeled them. And then the crown jewel, July 8, 3:14 p.m. She's holding a glass of wine, leaning over the fence with my ex-wife, talking loud, laughing. Then she says, he thinks doing favors gives him leverage. Wait till I cut him down. She meant my son. She said it like it was sport. The HOA board met every second Thursday of the month. Same sterile room in the community center. Folding chairs, stale water bottles, name tags like we were at a seminar about retirement planning. I came alone. Wore a simple blue shirt. No tie. My ex-wife didn't show. Carol did, dressed like she was auditioning for sainthood. Pearl earrings. A file in her lap, no doubt filled with made-up grievances and her well-practiced frown. I didn't bring a folder, just a flash drive and the quietest thing in the room, the truth. They opened the meeting with protocol. Mr. Whitman, you've been accused of. Excuse me, I said, calm, polite. Before we continue, I'd like to present some context. They hesitated. Carol stiffened. I walked up, plugged the flash drive into the laptop, and projected it onto the screen. I believe what you're about to see will clarify things. Click. Clip 1, Carol throwing a glass bottle over her fence into a neighbor's yard. Shards everywhere. Time-stamped. Board members murmured. Clip 2, her mocking my son, saying he's not her grandson, saying, you people, like it was poison in her mouth. And then the final one, her laughing about cutting him down, the casual cruelty of it, the way she smirked. I let silence follow it. No music, no narration, just the weight of it hanging in the air. A board member finally spoke. Do you have proof these are unedited? I nodded. Stored directly to a backup server. Original metadata intact. Happy to provide chain of custody if needed. Carol was pale now, hands trembling. She started to speak, something about manipulation, about context, but I cut her off, not with volume, with precision. I taught my son to respect his elders, to show up when others wouldn't. He believed in family, even when they treated him like a favor machine. He wanted one letter, just one. Instead, he got spat on. And then you tried to bury us with lies. The room was silent. The HOA chair cleared his throat. We'll be withdrawing the complaint. Effective immediately. Carol stood. This is slander. No, I said. It's projection. I didn't press charges. I didn't sue. I didn't need to, because in that community, reputation is currency. And she burned hers the second I hit play. Her neighbors stopped waving. The garden club dropped her. The family she used to gloat about fractured from the inside. My son got 3 letters of recommendation, one from the school principal, one from our doctor, and one from a neighbor who saw him mow Carol's yard every week without fail in blistering heat, with kindness she didn't deserve. He's heading to Stanford this fall. He still doesn't know what I did that night. Doesn't know how close I came to firebombing everything. But he doesn't need to. He just needed me to sit quietly in that room, and I did. But what I brought with me made sure they were the ones left speechless. Some people think revenge is loud, explosive. They're wrong. The loudest revenge is silence with proof.